Guys, we're live, 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 we're live. Okay, relax. Relax. What the hell is happening here? Oops, sorry. So look, we're back here. It's me, it's Double H, Bada Bing, Bada Three Smacks. We have things to discuss. So what is on the agenda for aujourd'hui? Liverpool and Chelsea unbeaten. We're going to dissect and look back at their games. We have to come to an agreement to say Eden Hazard is the best player in the Premier League. 15 max. Is that going to happen for Salah? Is the hex that I have put on him from the beginning of the season, is that going to stand? He's 13 away from his maximum. Believe in the powers of Juju.
No.
Easy, relax, man. What the hell? Man. Cristiano finally scored his first few goals for Juventus. We will look into that as well. We will dissect that and see how many GC can score. And guys, it's back. Champions League.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Bassa, can I please finish my introduction? Thank you very much. Huge games, massive games. We're going to be previewing the games, looking forward to what we think about the games, and of course, the biggest game of all, Liverpool PSG. So we'll dissect all the games on Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully somebody can help me with the fixtures coming through. So let us start with our first piece on the agenda. Let us look at the Liverpool-Tottenham game. Now, let me start with this. Are Tottenham going to finish in the top four?
Not like this.
So what do you think they need to do to...
I think they need to stay in the conversation until January, and then they need to go ham in that January transfer window.
What if they don't spend? Because if Levy is not going to spend it in summer, what if he's going to spend it in January?
Levy must be watching episodes of Cheap State because he's tight with money.
I mean, pretty bad.
Tight. When it comes to money, he is tight. I've never seen a guy that is tight with money like that.
No. I mean, basically, my thing is that, like, I thought this would be Liverpool's toughest game. That's what I thought. And the fact that Liverpool are yet to really face a team who really tried to tackle them shows that, look, man, like, you can only beat what's in front of you. So we're going to do with Liverpool. I just want to talk about Tottenham right now. Let's talk about Harry Kane. Now, I need to be very clear here. I do not have a Harry Kane agenda. I think the guy is a very good striker. Who here believes Harry Kane at this point in time, as of right now, 2018, in the year of our Lord, 17th of September, who thinks Harry Kane is a world-class striker?
Yes,
of course he is.
I don't think so.
Relax. Okay, relax. Jeez, okay. We'll go down the room. Mane, Harry Kane, is he, as of right now, is he world class?
I mean, yeah, when you just look at the goal scoring charts, he has to be. If he's not world class, who is? Top scorer World Cup. He's been top three.
As of right now, not the last 3 years. Right now, man.
He still is. It doesn't change in a day. You just don't wake up today. He's not world class. Tomorrow he is.
Okay. You've talked, man. A1, Harry Kane, is he world class?
of course he is. Well, I don't know why you're saying, or I don't know why you're asking that question based off what 4 games.
Okay,
like, come on, man.
No. Okay, maybe I phrased it wrong. Form-wise, as of right now, how would you rate Harry Kane? Because I was having the discussion with them Terry on UFFI that he's been garbage since the World Cup and knockouts. He has had a few goals in between a very good goal against United. That was a quality goal against United. But like in the game against Liverpool, like Tottenham were playing with 10 men. And I said in my preview that they should have started with Son and Lamela. I think Son and Lamela would have given Liverpool far more issues throughout the 90 minutes than giving them 20 minutes. Because look at Lamela came on and he scored. I think Lamela and Son changed the whole dynamic of the game.
Yeah.
But that's one game. Didn't he score against them last season? Away. I think.
Yeah, so
it's one game, so you can't just say if next week he scores a hat trick, what are you gonna say then? Is this one game? It's Liverpool. It happens.
Okay, look, basically, all I'm saying,
it happens. Look, strikers go through their patches, isn't it? Right now, obviously, you could say he's looking a little bit tired, whatnot, whatever. But he will score goals. We've seen that past couple of seasons. I don't know why you're asking that question. Like,
No. I'll ask whatever bloody question I want to bloody hand down. Let's go to Liverpool right now. So Liverpool, look, you can only beat what's in front of you. This, for some weird reason, and this just shows you how weird life is. This was actually Liverpool's easiest game, which is crazy to say. This was Liverpool's easiest game. They should have won by 5. This should be the 5 or 6-1. The amount of chance they had was absolutely incredible. So my thing is that I want to talk about Salah. I want to talk about Salah. Let's go down the room. I'm still sticking with 15 max. Now tell me, how many goals do you think Salah will get in the Premier League alone? And how do you assess what Salah has done so far? So the question is this. How many goals do you think Salah will get just in the Premier League, in the Premier League? And how do you assess what's the kind of tough patch that he's been going through? I'll start with Mane.
I think he still get about 20 goals because he gets penalties. But it's just a part of the season. He's gonna.
No takes them.
Milner takes the penalties.
Okay. Even then, he's still gonna get 20 goals. He's gonna pick up. Just wait for it.
Okay. A1.
Yeah, I agree with Mano. Obviously, it's start of the season, man. There's still plenty of games left.
How many goals in the league alone do you think?
Oh, in the league? Maybe 17, 18, to above 15, innit?
Daniel.
Salah gets any more than 13, I'll be surprised.
Wait. Easy. Relax, man. Daniel, how many goals is he going to score, and why has your boy been going through this rough patch so far?
He's been unlucky.
Yes,
he's
man.
been unlucky.
Come on, man.
He's been unlucky. I think he's gonna get at least 25.
25.
Whoa, what?
I said
Nah.
20.
I
can't believe
I didn't
it.
say.
Nah, come on.
How many?
25 in the league.
Oh, this guy's smoking, man.
No, you're smoking.
Come on, man. 25.
He's not even
25,
Liverpool's best player.
We're not advocating any smoking. Kids literally listen to this bloody hangout. Okay. Barca, how many goals will Salah score in the Premier League, and why do you think he's been struggling so far?
I think what he's been struggling with is his end product. So basically, what I'm saying is, like, when he gets on the 18 and in the box, he's very confused on whether he should take the shot or whether he should pass to another player. But I think he might get maybe 15 goals. Yeah, I think he might get 15.
No, that's what I said. Okay, so you're agreeing with me. He's letting goals away. Okay.
Yeah.
Forward. How many goals is Salah going to get in the Premier League alone, and how do you assess him so far?
I still think he'll get more than 20, maybe 20. I'm going to say 22. Reason why is, yes, he's been a bit more selfish, I think, ever since March when he's chasing the Golden Boot ahead of Harry Kane. And yes, his finishing has been a bit off, and this hasn't been up to his usual. Yeah, it's been very suspect, to be fair. And there's times when he should have been passing, there's times when he should have been maybe even going on to his right foot, but he seems very left foot heavy, and defenders are starting to clock onto that. However, because of the amount of chances he's been getting in games, when he's getting 3 or 4 chances a game, he's bound to score. And once he gets on a hot streak, I don't think he's going to be easy to stop. So I still see him getting 21, 22 goals.
Okay.
I have a feeling that he might be a one-season wonder.
How many goals for Salah in the Premier League? Okay, Mozola, how many goals for Salah in the Premier League?
It's the kid. Nah, it's good to be back, man.
Good to see you back.
I mean, it's crazy how many chances this guy gets. He could easily score a hat-trick in every game, but it's finishing that lets him down. So I'm gonna say 20 goals, which
20.
is still in the Premier League, and I'll probably say 30 overall.
Oh, wow. Okay. Muntaha, Salah, how many goals this season in the Premier League?
I think so. He will score 15 or 16 goals. Because right now, his end product is like completely off. I can't see him like last season, what he does. And with his finishing this year, I can't see him in the dangerous situation. With one-on-one, no, man. 15 max. 15, 16. For a Premier League, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Drogba, how many goals for Salah this season?
14 matches.
14.
Wow.
Easy, relax. Okay. And why are you saying for 14? Can you explain?
I think after that one season, I think players clock onto him more. think more man marking. I don't think he can handle that.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So just moving on. I want to do this quick because again, I don't want to spend too much time on this topic because I think this will end up being an argument back and forth. So let me just start this out here, and I will try my hardest not to spend too much time because we're going to end up screaming against each other. Who here believes that Eden Hazard is not the best player in the Premier League?
Look at the Premier League, man. Talk about the world, man. Talk about the world.
Mane, you're not. I'm not going to go for you. Apart from Mane, who here thinks that Eden Hazard is not the best player in the Premier League?
Me.
Some would say De Bruyne. Some would say.
Can I just make one statement?
Bruyne,
Just one statement.
Come on, man.
Let me make one statement.
Let him speak. Let him talk.
Hey, choose your words carefully.
I'm just gonna say one thing. I'm not.
Yeah, go on.
What's wrong with your mic? Yeah. Hazard's goal has been against the worst four teams in the league. So,
Guys, we're talking about hat-trick against Cardiff. I didn't even watch. I hardly watched the game against
Do you
Arsenal.
know that you are next
Can I respond? Can I respond? Now,
yeah.
Wait. No, let me just respond. Actually, I don't want to spend too much time on this now. Like, I'm coming in here as an objective talk from the street.
Really?
Now, wait, let me talk, man. Relax. Hazard has been playing this well since the tail end of last season and at the World Cup. An argument can be made. He was the best player at the World Cup.
No.
It's a very,
There's no argument.
Can I land the plane? Please. Okay. Well, we are coming into Heathrow. Can I please land the plane to Heathrow? Thank you. So, an argument can be made that he was one of the best players at the World Cup. Every time this guy touches the ball, he changes the whole dynamic of the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much a one-man wrecking ball for Chelsea. De Bruyne has quality around him. Everything.
Please.
Let me land. Can I talk? Don't you dare interrupt me. Thank you very much. De Bruyne and David Silva, they have the luxury of having quality all around them and the best squad in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Hazard is playing with a dude called Olivier Giroud.
Yeah.
World Cup winner.
De Bruyne is playing with Jesus, a tapping merchant.
He's happy to have De Bruyne and Silva. So when you bring in the name Silva or De Bruyne, it makes no sense because it is a false equivalence. Can you please just accept the fact that Hazard is the best player in the Premier League?
No, we can't accept that.
I think it's widely accepted that he's the best player in the Premier League. I mean, we all saw what he did at Belgium in the World Cup when he was the better player. Then he was the best player in the golden generation ahead of a team that had the brain in it. So
he's acting like that. That Chelsea team won the league 2 years ago. You're acting like they're a bunch of farmers now. All the time.
Seriously. Okay, so no. So my man, you're right because like last I checked,
he got you there, man. He got you there.
Yeah, last I checked, Giroud and Morata. When they
you're
so
the one
wait. So you're saying
half hope. You're the one that's always praising. You're the one that's always praising Giroud, and then when it comes down to the Hazard arguments, you make Giroud sound like
like you see the level.
I can't hear half hope.
Guys, we are moving on now.
Giroud's World Cup winner.
It took him about 60 shots, 70 shots, but Cristiano has finally scored for Juventus. He is up and running and so forth. And let me be real here because a lot of people brand me a Cristiano hater. I don't like Cristiano. I always try and bring him down. I'm hating on him. All I try and do is tell the truth. He played He played very well today. He did really good, and I think that Juventus have a really good player on their hands. But the thing about it is that Cristiano is not doing anything that he hasn't done before. He's one of the best goal scorers that the game has ever seen. One of the best scorers that he's ever seen. Now, if you want to look about playmaking, creativity, ability on the influence on the ball, dribbling, control, technique, then that's a whole different ball of wax. That's a whole different conversation. That's when we're going to bring in Messi, we're going to bring in Usman Dembele, we're going to bring in
I think we have
I cannot in that category. But let us focus on this right now, and we'll go down the room. So I'm going to go right to left now. How many? No, because we sort of did that before. How much of an impact do you think Cristiano can make the Juventus this season? So again, the question is how much of an impact can Cristiano make the Juventus this season? So, Mr. Drogba, how much?
The league is already guaranteed, so
league doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Yeah, so that don't even count. It's all about the Champions League, and I don't think they're gonna do anything. Nothing special.
How far do you think he can get them in the Champions League?
I think they're gonna get knocked out of the semis.
Semis?
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yes.
But they have a good team regardless of Ronaldo.
How far
Juventus?
How far do you think your idol will take Juventus this season?
Easily, Ronaldo will take him. I think so semi-final.
No, wait. Momental, just slow down. Please think long and hard before you say what I think you're about to say.
Yeah.
Let me say.
Yeah.
What do you think he'll take?
Yeah. Because let me tell you one thing. Cristiano's main aim is to score, and he's really craving to score in Champions League. Mate, please, have some decency where I'm speaking. Did I interrupt anybody? No.
What's going on? What's going on?
Please.
Guys, silence.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is, you have to think from wider spectrum. Okay. Apart from scoring, you know how much threat he brings to the Champions League to other teams. They don't want to face any more Juventus in semis because these guys are defense as well. And Juventus, especially, they are dangerous on counter-attacking. You can't just neglect those things. And Cristiano, what I have observed is like he's dangerous. This guy is disastrous for the team. Opposite team.
Munzaha, how far will Cristiano take you there?
Semi-final. Answer the question.
Oh my God.
Semi.
Wait. Let me go.
No. FG is ready to blow.
Oh God.
Oh, allow it.
Talk to them, FG.
FG, man, tell him. Talk your shit, man.
Mohamed, you're next. So how well do you think Cristiano will do with Juventus this?
I think they were trying to feed him the ball way too hard in that game. No homo, of course, but I think now it's becoming more natural. I think they'll probably go quarterfinals. I'm not seeing much progression there. So I'll say quarterfinals.
Okay. All right. Forward.
I mean, are we really sure Juventus are getting out of the group? Like, let's be real. Valencia not going to be easy test.
Oh my days.
I'm just making sure. I mean, you guys
said they're not getting out of the groups.
No. Did I say that? No. Listen to my words carefully. I said, should we be so sure?
Yes.
The reason why I say this is, okay, you can be sure. The reason why I say this is because, look,
Bro, they got
won a
United.
Champions.
Wait.
Let me talk. Okay, thank you. We haven't seen Juventus win a Champions League this century.
What the hell is that sound?
Yeah, that sound is really jarring, by the way. Real talk. But anyways, look, we haven't seen Juventus win a Champions League this century, and we're talking about a finished Ronaldo at 33 coming to win the Champions League. Really? I mean, do we all watch Ronaldo's performance today? He missed 7 or 8 sitters. Yeah, he scored a couple tap-ins. Okay, well done, but we're talking about this guy winning Juventus a Champions League by himself. No.
Wait, he just won 3 in a row. He just won 3 in a row. So I don't know what you're talking about.
They're going to need Costa when he's not spitting at them. They're going to need Mandzukic off the bench, maybe even to start with Ronaldo and be his support striker, as we saw with Benzema and Ronaldo. But Ronaldo by himself, no, he's not winning anybody a Champions League in 2018. I'm sorry. He'll do okay, but he's not. I mean, he's not like he's Hazard or anything. He's not a one-man army.
This guy.
Oh my God.
True hater of Ronaldo, man.
Barca, how well will Cristiano do with Juventus this season?
I think Ronaldo is the best Champions League player we'll ever see in our lifetime because, again...
Thank you, Barca.
if you look at him, what he does in that competition is just so good. I think he'll do well in the Champions League. For the Serie A, I think he'll win the league too. But I don't know how many goals he's gonna score. But for me, I think he's the best Champions League player of all time.
How well is he going to do with Juventus in the Champions League?
Yeah.
How will he take the Papa?
I hate to break it to you, but I think quarterfinals.
If that.
Okay.
So
Daniel, how
carrying him.
will Cristiano do with Juventus this season? How well?
I think he's gonna score more goals in the Champions League than in the Serie A.
Huh?
Because this is competition, isn't it?
So he's gonna score more goals in 7 games than in 40. That makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Play 7 games.
I think he's gonna. All right, maybe I said it wrong. I think he's gonna be more effective in the Champions League than in the Serie A.
I think what it means is probably be more rested for the Champions League game.
Wait, so how far is he going to take them into the Champions League then?
I think semi-final.
Mm.
Semi-final.
You guys are weird.
I'm not impressed with Juve, man.
A1. How far will he take them in the Champions League? How well will he do with them in the Champions League?
Cool. Without him, they've reached the finals and whatnot. So I think what they've needed is a difference maker, and he's a difference maker. So, boy, I won't be surprised if they get to the final.
Excuse me.
Final, yeah. Because look, because defensively, Juventus are good. They're able to reach the final, and they need a difference maker. Dybala's not difference maker. We've seen that. They've got Ronaldo now. That's competition. The final.
Okay.
Don't be surprised.
All right. So FG, seems your mic is not working. So
Wait, I'm right here.
Tell him.
After you talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
Okay, so they just signed the best player in the world, the
Yep.
top 3 player of all time,
Okay.
the best Champions League player of all time.
Okay.
So
5 Ballon d'Ors.
So obviously, the only thing he can do is win them the Champions League in this first season. So that's what he's gonna do. He's winning them the treble in his first season.
All right.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you. Mane.
And he's better than R9.
Thank you.
Much
Okay.
better.
You might get beat to that. You might get beat to that.
Have hope, black him out.
I think
I can't hear half hope, please, guys. I can't hear.
What is Cristiano going to do with Juventus this season?
Oh, okay. I think he's gonna most important thing is gonna improve their mentality. I think because Juventus they're a loser club. They don't know how to win the Champions League. Loser. Listen, anybody in the comments that's gonna type, "Hey, Juventus, they're a loser club." They came
Coming from a Man City fan, by the way, guys. Just to give some context.
will help them get over that barrier, and I think he's gonna help them. They might even win this time because finally they have somebody that has been there before.
So how far will it take them in the Champions League? How far?
At least semi-final, I think.
At least.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So the Champions League returns on Tuesday and Wednesday. Lots of fixtures to go through. Can someone just bring up the Tuesday fixtures for me?
Barcelona and PSV is playing at 12:55, and Liverpool and PSV. It's US time. 12:55 and 3 p.m. US time.
Okay, no, look, I was a little confused because, Okay, so
I've got the game.
Let's just deal with the biggest fixture. I think Wednesday, which is Liverpool against PSG. Now, let me just make this statement now, and I mean this in the friendliest way possible. It probably won't happen this year, but the mandate is that I want Mbappe to retire Messi and Cristiano.
Oh, come on.
Can I finish? I mean this. It won't happen. Cristiano and Messi are far more consistent. They're two of the most consistent players of all time. What they've done is absolutely incredible. What they've done is amazing. They will go down in history as having just completely just done amazing things. But I want Mbappe to retire them. That's what I want after this season.
How would he retire them?
Can I finish, please? Let me finish. I want.
It's forever landing that plane now.
To hand in their resignations.
Did you hear?
So that is a little prelude into this bloody PSG Liverpool game. So, guys, let's talk. Liverpool are at home. What are you feeling? Liverpool or PSG? How is it going to go down?
Ooh, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Okay,
Neymar.
let's start with your boy Daniel. So Daniel, how are you feeling towards this game?
It's gonna be hard. It really is gonna be hard because like they've got ballers all around the pitch. They've got Neymar, they've got Cavani, they've got
Liverpool
Mbappe.
likes this. PSG play into Liverpool's hands, so
Yeah.
that will play to Liverpool's advantage.
Yeah, it's true, but still, I because of the quality they have, I'm worried.
So you don't believe?
I believe that we can beat them if we bring our. I believe that we can beat them if we bring our A game. But like, I'm just worried. I don't want to see Henderson in that midfield because he will get cut apart.
Henderson.
I think Fabinho needs to start in that game because he's got experience.
Anyway, this guy's been on the bench.
That is very interesting. Let me put that to the group. So, 4 games in, Fabinho has yet to play a season.
I'm not worried.
The reason behind this, easy. Now, behind this is Klopp has said that he doesn't feel as if Fabinho is up to speed with the Premier League. But Daniel makes the next point. In my view, I believe that he's playing in the wrong league because the league doesn't really show it to him. In my view, Marco Verratti is a top 3 central midfielder. Don't at me. Marco Verratti is top 3.
No. He hasn't been relevant for how long?
Absolutely, completely incredible. Yes. Verratti up against Henderson is the exorcist.
Whoa, right, suspended.
Oh, come on.
Verratti suspended.
Even Milner as well. As good as Milner is, Verratti will cut him open.
Verratti suspended.
So
Verratti isn't even playing half.
When has he ever cut up somebody? When's the last time he did?
The dude hasn't been relevant in how many years?
Exactly. He hasn't cut up.
Order. I just want to hear half hope, please, guys.
No. Let them insult Marco Verratti, man. Let them keep.
But he hasn't been relevant.
He's suspended. He's not playing.
So my thing now is this: should Liverpool start with Fabinho on Tuesday or keep?
No. Fabinho got embarrassed by United's under-23, so no. Who? Fabinho, the dude got embarrassed.
Fabinho.
When did he play
in
the
preseason games? What have hope is just saying is
wait,
like
guys.
No, he didn't.
Let me hear Manny. That'll go to Mazzola. So Manny.
What you're saying is just like take the chicken out of the freezer and just put it in the fryer immediately. Don't let it ease up a little bit. Just throw it in directly. That's what you're doing to Fabinho there.
The reason why, listen. Can I explain?
Daniel, guys, relax. Daniel, talk.
I'm not worried about Fabinho, and I'll tell you why I'm not worried about Fabinho because Klopp did the same thing with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain and Andrew Robertson. Andrew Robertson, like he took them out. Like he took. If you guys watch it, he took both of them out here, and then he made them train, and then until they were ready.
Well, he's a coach. You're supposed to make
look
them
at them
train.
today. That's what he's doing with Fabinho. He's coaching him.
That's normal. You're a coach. You're supposed to coach players, man.
Yeah, I know, but like he did this. What he's doing to Fabinho, he did the same thing with Oxlade-Chamberlain and Andrew Robertson. That's what I'm trying to explain. So I'm not worried about Fabinho.
I mean, Robertson only started because that dude, what's his name? That Spanish dude is trash.
Moreno, yeah.
Yeah, that dude is trash. So.
This is the season that PSG actually show up and they don't flop.
I don't know about
I'm not worried. Too sure. I don't know.
They don't have any killers, man. They don't have any killers.
Neymar's not a killer.
Neymar's washed, man. Let's be real.
How about Cavani?
Neymar's what?
How about Cavani?
No, because look, for me, I think that I have my doubts about Tuchel. I always did, but Neymar, I think that Neymar is on a redemption mission right now. I think he wants to shut up a lot of doubters. Because look, I was on the Neymar train. I was like, Neymar, he's the dude. He's the next guy. Boom, boom, boom. But I had to get off that train after the World Cup, and I think that
he wasn't fully fit though. He wasn't fully fit.
He was fully fit in the quarterfinal, and he got outshone by Hazard. So we all saw it.
Guys, we have to hear one at a time. Just relax, and I'll give you guys the floor because
I want to hear half hope.
I can't hear everyone.
Yeah, I want to hear half
has to now try and win back the faith of the people. The hottest guy right now is Mbappe. Mbappe is the hottest name in town right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think that people need to really respect what Mbappe is doing psychologically. No, not physically. psychologically.
What the hell?
Messi has a more stuff. Psychologically, the best player in the world right now, psychologically, is Mbappe.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Sure. He can have that
He'll
one.
give you a
That's-
chance to talk, guys. Please let him talk.
Okay,
Chill out, boss. Whatever the hell.
guys, relax, man. Okay, let's do predictions. I'm starting with Drogba. PSG, Liverpool. Give me a scoreline. Give me a scoreline and why. Scoreline and how the game will go.
I say 3-1 to Liverpool.
What?
Where are they playing first?
Anfield, Mane hat trick, and a Verratti goal.
Sensational.
He's suspended. He's not
Actually,
playing.
Verratti's not playing, then a goal from Cavani and a Mane hat trick because he's the best player in that team.
True, I'll agree that he's the best player on the team. Muntaha, give me a scoreline. PSG, Liverpool.
It's tough, but I think so. It's gonna be draw 2-2.
Yeah. I was gonna say 2-2 as well.
Wow. All right. King, PSG, Liverpool. Okay. Forward, PSG, Liverpool. Give me a scoreline.
How the mighty have fallen. Once we were talking about Neymar being the best player in the world, potentially now he's being pocketed by Hazard at the World Cup, and he's being essentially second fiddle to Mbappe.
Hazard shits on him.
We're talking about PSG, talking about Hazard.
Let me
Why
talk.
you talking like?
Can you guys hear me?
Why
Order,
you talking like
please.
Hazard won the World Cup?
Order.
Can you guys hear me?
Scoreline. Why are you going on this?
Yes.
Just give me.
Oh, sorry. So to make my point, yes, it's going to be similar to the City game last season. It's going to be a 3-0 Liverpool. Mane with 2, and Salah's going to get 1.
Salah ain't scoring.
Salah's going to score. Watch.
King.
You just wait and see.
King. PSG, Liverpool.
PSG Liverpool. I say 2-2.
Wow. So we have 3 guys saying 2-2. Interesting. But
2-2.
PSG, Liverpool. What are you saying?
3-3. I think it's gonna be goal thriller. Mbappe, Mane, Salah, and I have Cavani.
Promoting.
And Neymar, yeah. All on the score sheet.
Daniel, scoreline.
3-1.
Reverse psychology. Don't you dare use reverse psychology on my flipping hangout.
Who, me?
Yeah.
3-1.
Psychology, because I know how you use it. Give me a real scoreline.
3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool. 3-1 Liverpool.
Thank you.
Mama forced him into a result.
A1 scoreline.
4-2 Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Yes,
Respect.
That's a clean out. That
No. They've got no Verratti.
I mean, Neymar is a fraud, so yeah.
Oh my.
Big fraud.
A1. Can you please give order, please?
So what? I want Pedro to clean those guys out. Mane, give me a score.
It's 4-1 Liverpool. 4-1 Liverpool. James Milner, Henderson, masterclass, dominating midfield. Easy win.
No.
James Milner.
You know what I want to? Based on what you guys have said, you know what? Because you know what I'm saying here. PSG are the bad guys.
Yeah, I hate.
They are
They're not about bad guys, man. Nobody respects them.
Sure.
We don't rate that fraud of a team, fam.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
The club was founded 5 years ago.
Can have hope end this statement, guys.
Psychologically, they're the bad guys. Psychologically.
Yeah, so whatever the hell that means. We're just inventing shit now, just like Apple.
How can you have a fake Brazilian on your team? It don't make sense, man. Neymar's a fake Brazilian.
Yo, people are being too disrespectful, man.
Neymar looks every time he falls,
You say that Neymar is like
No, fam, Neymar does not deserve
fanboy.
to be in the same from the same country as R9 and Ronaldinho. I'm sorry, fam. I'm disappointed in Neymar.
But you can't compare him with R9 and
Nah.
Ronaldo.
He's not even Messi level.
He's not even Hazard level. Let's be real.
I'm not going to contribute to this.
He's on that. He's on that.
He's not even Douglas Costa level, man.
Neymar's food, fam. Do you know what Neymar?
I want to
Fam,
hear
that
half
World
hope.
Cup performance
I want to hear half
was
hope,
abysmal.
man. I can't
What
hear
a performance.
You know why
Let me
this
hear
is
half hope.
Nah, this is too disrespectful, man. This is too disrespectful.
Guys, let me hear half
I'm-
hope.
I'm-
Disrespect.
Wait, guys.
Yeah, we need to hear half hope, man. We need to hear half hope.
Cool.
I'm missing that.
Everyone, you're right. Half hope.
So there's been a lot of disrespect here.
Yep.
In all of the score lines, that I've heard, not one person has said PSG will win.
It's at Anfield, though. It's at Anfield. We know what Liverpool are capable of.
I mean, guys.
6-1.
6-1.
No. I'm just saying. Remember what
He said
happened?
that as a
6-1.
joke. He's not
Remember
serious.
when Barcelona beat PSG?
He's not
Remember when Barcelona beat PSG 6-1? I don't rate that team. I'm sorry.
That's a different
King,
team.
man. You're not
That's a different team that
care.
Barcelona played.
This
is a new PSG team
You
with a
can't
new coach.
You can't get beat in the Champions League by a scoreline, man.
Back then they didn't have Mbappe and all them, so you can't really like.
Barely. You know Mbappe, I rate him. I rate him highly.
Oh, I don't know.
I rate Mbappe highly.
It's too much for a 19-year-old to carry an entire team, man. Come on, they've not been to a semi-finals like this century.
Barcelona,
Come on, this is wash club. Come on.
Barcelona PSV. What do we say? Barcelona PSV.
Barcelona what?
PSV.
Barcelona. Barcelona win, man.
Barcelona versus PSV, did you say?
Yes.
Why are you bringing that up? It's such a relevant match.
It's not even a question. I mean, come on.
5-0. Messi.
Why are you even asking?
Let's bring in the Barca man. Okay, Barca man. Is this a foregone conclusion against PSV?
Come on, tell them hardcore. Tell them.
If PK is not a break, then I think Barca will win.
Yeah. You guys even know who plays for PSV?
That Lozano.
Lozano, dude. Yeah, that's about it.
Mr. Barca, what is the score like going to be? Barcelona against PSV. Score that.
Come on, tell them forward. Tell them.
Barca man, speak.
Okay. What I was saying is that if PK is not a brick, then we're gonna win the game. But
you're gonna win the game.
He's a brick.
If PK is not a brick, we're gonna win the game.
He's a brick.
Only if PK is not a brick, then I think we'll win it.
This is PSV.
Yeah.
PSV.
Lozano's a baller, guys. Do you guys know who Lozano is?
Do you know the rest of
the goal he scored against Germany in the World Cup?
One goal.
It's a dead-on game. It's easy. I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, can we talk about the Europa League?
Going to win easy.
No. We're not talking about Europa League. We're not talking about Europa.
Listen, we don't talk about Scandinavia.
We're not talking about Europa.
I can't even pronounce.
I want to hear half hope, guys, please.
This guy,
man. You want to marry half hope?
This guy just wants half hope.
This guy wants the ring, man.
He just wants to download.
It's his channel. It's his channel. At least let him have a voice. Come on now.
Hey, half hope.
All this guy wants to say is half hope, man. Damn. What about our voices? What about?
Okay. Well, I want to actually go back to this whole PSG. Why the disrespect? This is what I don't really understand. Wait. It makes sense. This is why it makes sense. It definitely makes sense, maybe because they have flopped many times. But in those times they flopped, they had that extremely overrated dude Ibrahimovic in the team. Now let's be real. Neymar was injured in that second leg last season. He was injured. I'm not saying that
PSG gonna be rolling around, man.
Was fit, but if Neymar was fit, guys, it's a different game.
Yeah.
And
I disagree.
I mean, for me,
Me too.
It's just that Liverpool were Champions League finalists. You know, there's no way you can put PSG.
So
a team has never reached the semis.
My thing about Liverpool, right? And I'll say this is, Liverpool is a good team, but even when you watch them against Tottenham, right? They don't play attractive football like, let's say, how PSG does right now. Thomas Tuchel, like the way he's playing with them, like there's a lot more of an attractive football in there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Who are they playing against? They're playing against
Barca. Let me tell you.
I am. These guys from the French league, they're gonna have a lot of time on the ball.
Did you just compare PSG to the Champions League runners-up? Like, do you just say that on a hangout? Like, just confirm that, please.
Liverpool is a good team, but they're a counter-attacking team. They can't, they're not possession-based.
No. Does that not win games? Does that not get results? Does that? It
gets results. What I'm saying is, I think
Barca,
PSG is a
Barca.
much better team than Liverpool in
Barca,
terms of
I
because
think we're a
they're a
Barca,
counter
Barca.
attack.
This
we're a
year,
counter
yeah,
pressing team.
Wait,
We're a
wait,
I want to
counter
lose
be
to
the
them.
best team in
It's okay,
Champions
guys.
League.
It's
Trust
one at
me.
a time. One at a time. I'm gonna go to Daniel, then Mutar, then Daniel.
Like we are a counter pressing team, not a counter attack. Like we can, yeah, we're good at on the counter attack, but we can play possession football if we want to.
Yeah.
Okay, Mutar.
You know what? One thing about Liverpool is this season will be, and it's a really interesting fact about Liverpool. If you are facing a tough attacking team such as Barca, Madrid, PSG, you know the best team is to play with Liverpool because these guys will directly gonna hammer you in your heart. And these guys, they don't care about the thing, yeah. Trust me, especially the speed of Mane. This guy is brilliant guy. Nobody can even track his run. Trust me, in final, the way he scored, yeah, against Real Madrid, we can't track him.
No,
This
I
guy is
love Mane. I love
yeah,
Mane. I'm not
no.
saying
But
I don't
what I'm
like
trying to say
Mane.
is,
Guys, easy. Okay,
yeah,
Mutar,
please.
finish your point.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is Liverpool does not need to play beautiful to win Champions League. This is the philosophy of this team. And actually, if they play beautiful, they're gonna be like useless fellows like PSG. They have to play this kind of game, and they can win with this team Champions League easily, no doubt. Trust me, they can defeat Bayern Munich, they can defeat Real, they can defeat Barcelona. Trust me.
Okay,
H, can I say something?
I said okay. I'm gonna go to A1 then Barca. A1.
Alright, cool. You said they don't play attractive football and it's bad and whatnot, but that doesn't matter because they still manage to get goals and get results. That's what matters. It's all about results. Because PSG, I know they want to fully try to have more possession and whatnot, but if you're doing nothing in that possession, what's the point?
Exactly.
What is the point?
All right. I'm gonna go to Barca and then forward Barca.
So there's a difference between tiki taka and direct possession. So what I mean by that is direct possession, right? Is when if you look at the way Enrique was coaching the Barcelona team before, they were a lot more direct. You know what I'm trying to say? And even with this Barca here, that the Barca team right now, they're a lot more direct. But they are not just
Are
they're
we
not
talking
playing
about
passing
Liverpool or Barca?
back and
Why talk
forth.
about Spain?
They are not passing the ball back and forth. They're doing combination plays. Rakitic is trying to link up plays. He's trying to get something out of the midfield, and he's trying to see if he can.
Wait, why are we talking about Barcelona?
Yesterday was a big
We're
example.
talking about Liverpool or Barca. I thought we were
No.
talking about
I'm
Liverpool.
saying attractive football, right? This is attractive football. Is you trying to not only keep the ball, but being direct with your possession and going inside and trying to get to go. That is football. Liverpool don't play. Liverpool play counter pressing, counter attacking football. When they get one goal, that's it. They don't hold the ball and then try to get goal from.
Barca.
Okay, first of all, free man like Mo. He left the chat. I'm not sure why. Secondly, why are we talking about Barcelona? Like, yo, we're talking about Liverpool, PSG. Thirdly, we all seen how PSG. Let me talk. Yeah, we all seen how PSG play. They're very vulnerable on a counter attack, and that's why Liverpool are going to expose them. It's not because PSG are a good team going forward. Yes, we all know they're an amazing team going forward. Yes, they got Mbappe, they got Cavani, they got that Brazilian fraud. Yes, they got good players, but it's all about their back
They
line.
won't have Verratti. They won't have Verratti.
Exactly, and Verratti, apparently the top three midfielder in the world. I disagree, but without him, where's the midfield? What, Rabiot? He couldn't even get into the French squad. What, Diarra? I saw Diarra's like 73 right now. Like, bro, this guy's in the care home, and you went in to be played against Milner, against Wijnaldum, against Keita. Yes, they may not sound like the greatest names, but these guys are hard workers.
A lot of energy.
High pressing system. We saw what it did to Dyer and Dembele in midfield. They were giving away balls so many times, and if this Salah and Mane are just a little bit clinical, they're gonna score at least 4 or 5.
Okay, listen. I respect everybody's identity.
That is what the freak.
No, I respect everybody's identity, but me, based on how I see soccer, I think a team.
Wait,
you
just said soccer.
Barca.
And I like them
let him finish
trying
the point.
to do what Barcelona is doing yesterday, because I feel like that is a much better soccer.
I can't let you finish your sentence. You just said soccer, man. No. Hard part.
Yeah, Barca. So you're disregarding whole
I
Italian
can't hear HH
whole
speak.
Italian clubs.
I want to hear HH.
Soccer, that's what soccer is banned. Don't you dare use it. Man, I use the word soccer I'm going to kick you out indefinitely from this Hangout. Don't dare use that for another word.
Okay, football.
Thank you, Barca. Speak.
Why did he say? Why did you Barca? Let me ask you this, Barca. You said Liverpool play. You said Liverpool play a counter.
I want to hear.
Okay. I'm gonna go to because man hasn't spoken. I'm gonna Mane then back to Barca since man hasn't spoken. Mane, speak.
Okay. Barca earlier was talking about Liverpool playing a counter-attacking system. I just don't see how that is relevant. You know, they also have red shirts and playing Liverpool England. What does that have anything to do with them losing the game?
Barca?
Sorry, can you repeat, Mane, can you repeat your question? I didn't hear it clearly. Please.
Okay. What does Liverpool's counter-attacking have anything to do with them being losing the game?
No. What? All right. So this is what I'm trying to say. All right. The way a team like Barcelona is an example. It's an example. The way Barcelona is playing right now, I think this to me is the football that I would say is good. If there's a way you can win, HH, are you saying something?
No. I'm listening.
Okay. For example, right? There's teams that they like to do the counter pressing and then do the counter attack. And I agree. I have no problem with counter pressing and counter attack. But what I'm saying is for a team like, especially in the 2014 World Cup, if you watch the way Nigeria played, they played really good, you know? And they weren't playing counter attack. I don't think they were playing counter attacking football.
Let him talk, man. Yeah.
Nigeria.
So, do you feel that Liverpool's tactic can be effective against PSG in the game?
Me?
Yeah.
I think if that's the way they want to play, then go ahead. That's them. Me, I don't care because it's not my team. But how I see it is, I love the way Barcelona plays, so I want teams to play like that. But I can't change the way a team plays.
We want to revolutionize the whole football.
Wait, let me ask a question.
Well, I think this is the thing. I think Liverpool, the way Liverpool's tactic is of very aggressive forward moving, PSG are going to have a lot of issues.
Yes.
And with you guys saying the Brent's not playing, Thiago Silva has not been relevant since 2014. That defense is going to have a lot of problems. But at the same time, yes, that Liverpool defense has looked good. I think Gomez and Van Dijk have looked really, really good. And how Robertson and Alexander-Arnold have actually improved has been amazing. But you have to keep in mind about the mentality of people. Mbappe wants to really come into his own. I don't think this is going to be. He's still very young. Dude is only going on to 20, but Mbappe is. I feel I can make a statement. Neymar knows everybody mocked him, everybody insulted him, everybody ridiculed him. And I have the point. So Neymar is on a mission to see. Like Neymar, like there was that TV he played in France where like there was a massive banner that said "Cry baby," and he basically when he scored, he basically went to the banner, started and like mocked, basically mocked the whole thing. So that's what guys are saying, and he's playing the villain role. But I think Neymar's like, you know what? I'm really going to, because he thought he could get away with it at the World Cup. It backfired. But I think as of right now, he's going to be, you know what? I'm going to point to prove. That's why I think that it's the worst thing you guys are doing is saying that Liverpool are going to blitz them. Because PSG are going to Anfield to make a statement.
Yeah.
They're going to Anfield to say, you know what? We're going up against the Champions finalists, one of the best teams in Europe, one of the most dangerous teams in Europe. People call us the flops, the underachievers. We have a point to prove. And a team with a point to prove that is talented is a dangerous team.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So how do you see the midfield battle going? Because let's not forget, this Liverpool team have caused a lot of issues to the Man City midfield, and we even just saw it this Saturday against Tottenham, obviously at Wembley. So, I mean, how do you see PSG dealing with that press?
It's no. I mean, basically, that's where they are screwed, and I think
exactly.
Yeah.
What?
That's true.
Basically, if you guys, Verratti not playing is a big problem. Although Rabiot is no joke.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was saying the same thing too.
Because I think that what PSG have to do in this game is that they can't play a possession-based game without Verratti.
Yeah. That's true.
but wait. What?
Basically, I think this is where it gets riskier, and I don't think there's enough time for them to prepare for this. There is a way to beat
Liverpool. Yeah.
If you sit deep,
Yeah.
give them space, force them to play in front of you.
Yeah. Exactly.
The ball.
But Tuchel won't do that.
Because Liverpool are not. It's basically like A1. Thank you. PSG will not do that. Hence why it's Liverpool's hands. So the first thing I can see for Tuchel to do is that ball has to go from back to front as quickly as possible.
Possible, yeah.
As soon as possible, because remember, Liverpool, they'll give you space and they're at Anfield. So because they're at Anfield, their fans will force them to go forward. So PSG very smart, position themselves very well, but that ball has to go as quickly as possible to the front. Because anytime it gets to Mbappe and Neymar, let's talk. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, this is a level. This ain't like Premier League standard. This is level of that.
Yeah.
Come on. You say that, but what about Ronaldo and Sterling? What about Ronaldo in the final?
I'm telling you, there's times where Arnold has even been exposed. You know that, right?
Yeah, against Rashford. Rashford killed him.
Yeah,
there's
but you guys are
actually
talking
times
about this is
where,
level up. You guys forget that they played against Ronaldo.
But Tuchel, I'll say, look, Mbappe and Neymar isolate those two young fullbacks.
Exactly.
Where you're a one-on-one with both of them. Don't go in the center. Don't squeeze in. Go wide.
Exactly.
If Neymar and Mbappe go wide and say, you know what, I'm going to take you on one-on-one.
One-on-one. Mm-hmm.
Then you then continue because I think Van Dijk and Gomez very easy if PSG one change. But the issue is that guys, man, I mean, that's defense, man. I think like if Liverpool just get on their game, like every time Liverpool attack, it's going to be lights out because I don't think PSG
I think so.
legs, speed, and the mobility to deal with our front three.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If I'm Klopp, the only thing you need to worry about is you have to just make sure that two men are on Neymar and Mbappe. So make sure that those two young guys always have support because you know.
Hey, Church, a question for you, bro. A question for you.
Yeah.
PSG can bring Angel Di Maria. How about Liverpool? Liverpool can't bring Solanke or Ings. That's the
Shaqiri.
Storage, the rich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he too.
The rich. So look, this is going to be a quality game. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I can't wait.
The reason why I think that this game is going to be big is because I feel that Liverpool, this is going to be like their first real proper test, and I think that
exactly.
But why it's going to be a big game is because I think that PSG want to make a statement, and I love it that it's at Anfield. Because what statement can you make that beating Liverpool at Anfield? Because Anfield was where Liverpool.
Let me ask you this then, have hope.
Yeah.
What if PSG?
I have a question too. Have
PSG lose. What if PSG lose 4-1? What are you gonna say then? Is it?
Oh, their fault. Like if they lose 4-1, I'll be like, wow. I mean, and remember, guys, when I did my preview, let's be real, guys. When I did my preview, PSG are like my 5th, 6th on the list for favorites to win it. So don't get it twisted. PSG are not my favorites at all. Okay, there are a lot of guys that I put up on.
Me too.
I think it's that.
Oh, relax, man, relax. Let him speak.
Like Neymar, you have to put yourself. Guys, look, man, it's been well. I will see you guys.
Hazard is top 2.